Welcome back everyone, this is episode 4 of my Group Ironman progression series. Before we get started, I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel and liked all the videos in the series, as it really does affect the channel's visibility and it brings more people to see my content. I know right now we're approaching about 200 total views on the channel, and that's small for most people uploading on YouTube, but we all start somewhere, and it's really cool seeing how far this is going. And as a quick side note, I will be using 2 different microphones in this video, and I'll be explaining that later in the episode. So here we go. In this episode, I have my sights on the Dragon Defender, and if we have some time, we'll get some of the other big upgrades that I've mentioned in the last video. As you can see, we're picking up from where we left off when we picked up the task from Konar. And let me tell you, it is such a breath of fresh air just doing a short task after safe spotting all these black demons and blue dragons all day. That went by so quickly, and I am so happy about that. And we will now get a new task, Hellhounds and the Karum Slayer Dungeon. Perfect, that's right here. And I think I will try meleeing them. They're gonna beat me pretty hard, but luckily I'll show you what I got. I don't know the exact number. Here we go. Almost 8,000 swordfish, 7,000 tuna. I'll probably start with tuna, and I'm just gonna start burning through some of these supplies. I need to get this attack level up to 65 before I can continue with the rest of my plans. So that is what we will do. I said in the last clip I'm just gonna use tuna, but I did one full tuna inventory in pretty much my best defensive gear. Ignore the shield. Champion. I was only able to get 9 kills, so and I potted up and everything. So I'm gonna go through and use some of these sharks. I have about 1,000 of them, and I am constantly just getting more, so it's not a problem. As you can see, I just finished my Slayer task, 147 Hellhounds. I got 17,000 Slayer experience, and that was my 20th task, so I got a 90 point bonus. So it's really good to get. I have almost 200 points at this point, and that's great for my future unlocks like Slayer Helm, fletching broad bolts and broad arrows, extending tasks and blocking some others, just things like that. So that's good. And I got a new task already. It's 140 something jellies in the Catacombs of Karen, which is great because I might go and unlock the teleport and stuff for that, and then I can just run upstairs, teleport upstairs, grab some food, reset my prayer, get back real quickly. So it should be a pretty good task. They dropped some upgrades for me too, actually. I mean, I'm still using like this mithril kite shield. That's pretty sad. I could go and get like a granite or something like that, but I don't care. I'd rather just get it as I go instead of making a special journey just to get it. I'm not going to actually do that Slayer task right now though, because I just got my 65 attack and 65 strength finished during that task, and I can finally get into the Warriors Guild, which means I can start working towards that Dragon Defender, and I'll be training on defense so I can get that to 60 at least while I'm in there, and hopefully depending on the RNG, it might take a long time, might not. I'll get my 60 defense to actually wield it, and then we'll move on to something else after that. Alright, here we go, entering the Warriors Guild for the first time. Alright, new music track. And I can't remember exactly everything that's in here. I have my full set of myth armor that I was training with. I will be using that to get my tokens. Let me get some gold real quick and let me look at the shops. It's been a while since I've been in here. Okay, let's get some coins. I know up here's the food. I can't remember exactly. I know of course the potatoes are in here. Yeah, potato cheese. I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of those. Those would be really good. Alright. Stews, pizzas. Over here we've got Lidio. Alright, regular potions, stuff like that. And that's where you get your cape. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and change my gear out to being more offensive, since I can just easily burn through all my tuna stash over here. And then I'll start killing some of these animated myth armor sets. I got myself about 3,300 tokens, which it might be enough, it might not. Good thing is the bank is right here, and if I need to get more tokens, I can always just go and get some more tokens, and it'll just take a little bit of time. But I'm gonna go on in and start hunting some defenders. No defender yet, only 30 KC in, but we did get a longbone. So this is four kills later, and another longbone. We just hit 60 defense. There's a message in chat. So when we do eventually get the Dragon Defender, we will be able to equip it. I ran out of food, so I went ahead to go and bank. But when I got back to my bank and I put those bones in, I realized I have a total of 5 long bones already. And I really haven't been doing that much combat related stuff. That's a lot for the little amount that I've done so far. I am at 64. Yes, 64 kill count on the Cyclops, and I haven't even gotten the Bronze Defender yet. I was kind of hoping I get that by now, so maybe it'll start catching up when I get the others. We'll see. Alright, pass the drop rate, but 74 kills and we get the Bronze Defender. So we'll go ahead and we'll take that. Might as well finish this kill, and then I'm gonna go and turn this in. Or at least talk to them or whatever, and start working on the next one. Alright, just missed the collection log update, but there is the Iron Defender. And that is at 82 kill count, so much better. I think we're gonna start catching up with the rates. Alright, still have the collection log on the screen. Got the Steel Defender, and this is only like a couple minutes after my 89 kill count. I forgot what the other one was, but it was in the 80s, so we're definitely above the rate now. 133 KC, we get the Black Defender. There we go. Gonna turn this in. Oh, so I just got 1 kill, and here is my Mithril Defender. Yeah, I dropped the old one. I'm gonna start dropping them. I don't need them. Oh wow, so it's been a while. I'm at 385 kill count and just got the Adamant Defender. Oh. We're at 510 kill count for the Cyclops. We have the Adamant Defender. We are working on getting the rune, but I ran out of tokens, so I'm going to go ahead and get more. I'm going to try to get enough for the rune, and also enough to get the Dragon Defender whenever that becomes available for us. I'm still farming Warrior Skill tokens right now for my Dragon Defender grind on the main character, but I got, once again, another medium casket, so hopefully we get something good to feed over to the main character. Nah, unfortunately no, this is complete trash. Alright, after grinding and coming back up here, we get the Rune Defender, and we are done upstairs, and we are going to go downstairs and work on the Dragon Defender now. And also, I just completed a medium clue, another one on my alt character, so we are going to go look at that one. Alright, so our last one was really crappy. Let's check out this one. Another crappy one. Well, that's how it goes. And we are now in the dungeon. We are starting here at about 530 kill count, and let's get an early drop. Alright, and there it is at like 700 kill count. I've been here for so long. I just relogged. Dragon Defender. Alright. Here is how the melee setup is looking right now. It's not the best, but I've got my climbing boots, and I got the climbing boots G now. Dragon Scimitar, Artie Cloak, Nezi Helm, and the Dragon Defender. Some obvious things that I'm gonna start upgrading here soon. This Amulet of Accuracy needs to go. I'm gonna try to grab myself an Amulet of Power, probably from the Crazy Archaeologist, along with a Rune Crossbow. And when I start doing some more ranged with that, maybe get into some barrows and get into the fight caves, get a fire cape. And also, at some point, I need to start not using these Slayer gloves. I need to start working towards at least Rune gloves for now. But that's where I'm at. That's where I'm sitting currently after completing my Dragon Defender grind. I'd also like to go and get a Fighter's Torso to replace this Rune plate body, because it's pretty good defensive, but training all my Slayer and combat stats and things like that is going to be so much faster with the highest possible melee strength bonus I can get. So opposed to the Dragon Defender grind that I just did, I figured I could get a really quick upgrade by having my original Ava's Attractor, which gives 2 ranged attack bonus and just some negligible defense bonus, and replace that with the Ava's Accumulator. And it's really cheap to upgrade it. You just need to have the stats, and it is double the range attack bonus, so that will certainly help. I'm gonna go ahead and try my luck at the Crazy Archaeologist. Here's the inventory and gear setup. It's not the best, but I don't really have a whole lot at the moment. I need to get the Amulet of Power from him, which is going to be one of the biggest upgrades I need. And then the Rune Crossbow is going to be a big thing for all my characters in the group. So I'll check back in when I get a drop. Alright, first drop, Onyx Bolt Tips. So I prefer to fight him over here in this area, and you just watch what he says. Whenever he says that Rain of Knowledge, you run away a few squares, and those do bounce, and they'll hit again. So you want to run a little bit further away. It's better to run either forward or backward. Praise get a little low, but running side to side works a little good too, as long as you go a little bit further. Stupid random event is getting me messed up here. Yeah, I should be getting this kill here real soon. This would be a 3 kill count, and hopefully I get a power ammy or a Rune Crossbow. Those are the 2 things I'm here for right now. Yeah, there's quite a bit of lag, about a 1 second delay when I click to move, but it's not too bad. Kill should be coming in here soon. There we go. Cannonballs, alright. Alright, Amulet of Power. Alright, there we go, there's our Rune Crossbow. We can get out of here finally. Alright, so as you can see, after my second trip where I had to go and get some more prayer pots, we were successful with our main goals here. We got our Amulet of Power, and just look at all those stats. It's gonna be super beneficial for all combat styles, especially melee, so that's great. And then we got our 2 Rune Crossbows, and I'll be able to use those with Broad Bolts once I get enough Slayer points to unlock being able to craft them myself. I've got 70 fletching already, so I don't need to grind that out. I just need to get the Slayer points and unlock that, and I'll probably do that first before I get the Slayer Helm, because I'll end up doing more range tasks, and like we saw when I'm trying to safe spot the blue dragons in Taverley, or the black demons, especially in either Taverley or all the other places where black demons are, they can almost all be safe spotted. And that just takes way too long. It takes like almost like 4 hours sometimes with the bone crossbow. So I can't wait to be able to equip this and use broad bolts. That'll be awesome. And I'll show you the loot if I can drag this over here. So we got 24 bolt tips, 600 cannonballs, some red d'hide, a rune spear, obviously the crossbows, 3 muddy keys. I'll turn those in. Those I believe those just turn into some random herbs. A rune bar, which I'll just alch. and then all the other stuff. The first time I went up in there, I got 1 prayer potion, so I was able to extend my trip just a little bit. All in all, very productive trip. I'm glad it's over though, because as much as it's fun, I do see plenty of people up in the wilderness, and I am trying not to get killed. I don't want to, it's not that I don't want to lose my hardcore status or anything like that. Like I said before, we don't really care too much about that. I just don't want to lose any of my gear and then have to go back and get it. It's more of an annoyance than anything. So I haven't done this in a long time. Let me see if I can remember. So I should be able to attack one and then run them down here. I think I run to this spot and then here. There we go. And then he gets stuck in that corner. And this is how you safe spot the warped jellies in the catacombs of Kourend. I just saw someone doing this other safe spot over here, and it's so much better. So I took a spot and I hopped worlds. But if you stand in this little corner here and you attack any of the jellies that come down in this area down here, they cannot attack you. So I am going to be doing this spot from now on because it's a lot less running back and forth. And I've got 3 rune kite shields, by the way, since starting, so great money here. Alright, so any second here now, I should be getting a good milestone. There it is, 61 range. Was able to catch it before it happened. I can now wield my rune crossbow as it displays here. And I can put on my red D hide. I've got a red D hide body in the bank. Now, I don't have enough bolts right now for my rune crossbow, but after this task I should be getting really close to 55 Slayer. So the next task I get after this will take me to 55 Slayer, and I believe that will take me to my 20-point streak, and it'll give me enough points to be able to buy broader fletching. Jelly's task completed, giving me 22,000 Slayer experience. That was the 21 task completed. If you notice, there's almost 300k in my inventory. That's all just from alching and coin drops from these things. It is absolutely unreal. I'll slide over the UI here so you can look at the drop log. 7 rune kite shields. Absolutely crazy. Alright, we just completed our 159 jellies. Let's see if we can get something good from Konar. I almost forgot I have 3 brimstone keys in my inventory from the previous task. So let's take a look at what we get. Huh, monkfish, alright. Ooh, okay, we can alch that. I hate to see dragon arrow tips useful, just not for now. They won't be useful for probably like at least a year. I'm hoping it sounds obvious, but you should be able to tell that I'm using a new microphone that's mounted on a boom arm instead of using my normal headset. The sound quality seems to be a little bit more of what I'm looking for, but I'm not stuck on it just yet, so I might be switching back and forth in some of the future clips. Not the world's biggest milestone, but when I bury these bones, 48 prayer. After what seemed like 100 hours and 13,000 Slayer experience later, we finally finished the Blue Dragon's task. It's time to get a new one. It's time to see what Konar's got for us. Alright. And what's this gonna be? Runite ore. Alright, cool. I can alch that. Let's gear up. I've managed to fill out about 20 minutes of clips in this episode, so I'll call it quits there for now. We managed to get a bunch of levels, our Dragon Defender, Power Amulet, Rune Crossbow, and a few others. I put a lot of time and effort into making this one, so if you enjoyed this video, maybe please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel for updates on this series. It's free for you, and it really does help get these videos noticed. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.